Okay. Christian, are you ready to confess?
I am so ready to confess.
Let's get into it.
Let's do it.
What's your business name?
Big Daddy's Barbecue.
I love that. How did you come up with that?
My dad was actually a Big Daddy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And he was a very large man. But yeah, he started it. I mean, my parents started the company when I was young. And yeah, everyone called him Big Daddy. So
I love
it
it.
was like Big Daddy's Barbecue.
That's perfect.
So, yeah.
And how did you get into it?
Oh, goodness. I just kind of was a part of it. Like where normal families went on vacations, we worked. We were like, what can we do to enjoy ourselves? And we're like, let's buy a food truck.
Oh, yeah.
Let's like start a family run company. I don't know if that was the intention, but that's what happened. And we just, we kind of all worked it together. Like we did the food truck thing, and I was 12 when it started. So obviously I wasn't like the day-to-day person, but worked all of the events. And then we eventually opened up a restaurant, like a little brick and mortar.
It's off of Linder, right?
The new one is off of Cherry Lane and Linder.
Okay.
Our very first brick and mortar is actually like a mile behind that at Franklin. And then we were there for 2.5 years. It was counter service. My parents worked it like 5 days a week, open to close. And then we eventually moved to where we're at now in Meridian, which is Cherry Lane and Linder. And yeah, the rest is history. We just kept building from there. So
yeah,
it was crazy.
That's awesome.
And now here we are, 2 locations, catering, everything.
And how did you guys get into wedding catering specifically?
So actually, that's kind of how the company started.
Okay.
It's really funny because our catering side has like been a slow grow, but we catered my aunt's wedding back when we very first started. And then we just kept getting requests. And my parents were like, well, there's clearly like a need.
Yeah.
So we kept going. We kept building clientele. We went from like, I think we had maybe 4 full service caterings, which is like in the wedding world, that's kind of more what you see where like people come out, they do linens, tables, people set up. But I think we did 4. And now we sit somewhere between, like if we have a really, like if the year really pops off, we're anywhere between 35 and 40. And it's like, it's crazy to even just think about from there to like here. So, yeah.
And congratulations on being voted the best.
Thank you. Okay, so funny story. I actually thought we lost. So because the first email came out and I was like, oh, that sucks. Like it's our first year. It's like not like whatever. And then Kayla's like, no, dude, we won. And I was like,
I had made a mental note because I couldn't find your email just by like typing in like Big Daddy's Barbecue.
Yeah.
And so then I was like, oh, mental note, I'll email them once I'm done. Like I'll like do a deep dive to figure out what their email is. Because I couldn't remember your name. And I couldn't remember.
And it's not my name anyways.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So then I was like in the middle of talking to somebody and then I saw Big Daddy's Barbecue and I was like, oh shit.
No, that's so funny.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, like that sucks. But there was a lot of people. So like, it's fine. And then she's like, no, dude, we won. I like made you a graphic. And I was like, I don't think we got the same email because I definitely lost. Yeah. And then I got the right one. So I was like, cool. Okay. We did win. Which, I won't lie, that one I think like hit harder for me because like we won Best in Idaho like multiple years running. Like as a company, we've been alive for a long time. But for some reason, when she sent me that, I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Like, because that was my first baby. Like the restaurant was my parents' baby, but like our catering was like my baby.
Yeah.
And so it was really cool that now after all this time, it's like, oh.
Yeah.
Wow. And it's only getting busier.
Yeah.
And so that's really cool.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Teaser emotional, like, I don't know.
Like, grab a tissue.
Yeah.
Literally me.
Yeah. Psych. Just kidding. Okay. Getting into wedding trends. Yeah. What's a wedding trend you wish would disappear?
Oh, man. I think this is a hard one because we're there such a short amount of time for the whole day. But I do think that there's
spell it.
Okay, here's something. I'm just going to say it. You don't need real plates.
Oh.
And this is like, maybe I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, but we'll come to the point where we're like doing our catering and we provide like a nice heavy duty black plastic. I understand if it doesn't match the vibe. I get that because you have a vision for your wedding, right? But then it comes down to like, oh, we want to do like a real plated thing, but we do buffet style. So for us personally, I'm like, you're just going to throw it away?
Yeah.
Or it's like, or you want to get like a fancy plate and that's fine. We can get a fancy fancy plastic plate, but it's going in the garbage.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know. If you've got the money for it, go off. But at the end of the day, I'm like, it's getting thrown away.
Yeah.
So I guess you choose what's most important to you in the moment.
Well, and then like, because I haven't thought about this before, but now like my wheels are turning.
Yeah.
Like, what are you gonna do with like 100 plates? Like
Right.
100 real plates.
Right. So you can rent them, right?
Oh,
So you
okay.
can get plates rented. And we've done that in the past, but it's like we had to tack on, like if we do it for you, which we actually just kind of stopped doing it because it was not the most like price cost effective thing for our clients. But then you're like paying for an extra person, and then we have to collect them, and they all get scraped, and then you're like carting around these like beautiful glass plates in a catering van where it's like, I don't have the infrastructure to like make sure they don't break. So they're a little bit of a nuisance.
Well,
so
then you have like
I guess it just depends. Yeah. When they like get broken, and then you get charged like $3 a plate. And so that's like probably my one thing every time. And I can always tell when I'm talking to like a couple, they're like, oh, we want to do a fancy plate. And I'm like, okay, if that's your hill, if that's the hill you're going to die on, I'm here for it.
Yeah.
I don't think it's necessary. I just don't.
And they do make like really like nice
plastic plates.
Yeah.
And even then I'm like, okay,
yeah,
it's going in the garbage, but that's fine.
Yeah.
We could pay $5 more a plate.
Right. Or what you could do, I guess, like another thing is like if you want it for the pictures, like just do one tablescape. Like the couples table, you guys can have real plates.
Yeah.
That would actually be really cute.
That would be really cute.
Then you could take those home. Like that would be more meaningful.
Yes. And it can almost be like I don't know, I guess if you're really into plates,
yeah,
you could sign them.
Yeah.
You could like have everyone like sign their things on them. That'd be really cute.
That would.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's like the one thing that always just like gets me, and I'm like, okay.
And that's why I love asking this, because like, everybody has something different.
Yeah.
And it's, like I have like the ones in my head, and I'm like, this should be like general for everybody, but it's not. Like I never would have thought about plates.
It's my own little, every time I write a quote, and I'm like, plates. Okay.
Okay, so then I have to know if they're gonna do the real plates. Obviously, they're doing the real silverware.
Yeah.
And then
you're not gonna do plastic silverware.
Right.
Yeah.
And then what are you gonna do with all of them?
They get thrown in a bus tub.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then somebody has to clean it.
And then somebody has to clean it. Well, so like if you rent them, the cool side is like whatever rental company you get them from, you just scrape them and make sure they're like clean enough, and then you take them back and they'll clean them for you.
Okay.
So that part's really nice.
Yeah.
For us, I guess it's more like I'll even go out and buy like the fancy, like I tell my clients, like if you have a set on Amazon that you love, just send me the link, because you're paying a fee for us to bring everything with us. So I don't mind like spending the money on that. Unfortunately, the counter to that is if you do already have your own, it doesn't change the price of our setup fee, because inevitably someone's going to ask for a plate that isn't the one you bought. So that's probably like our own little niche thing to what we do, but
it's great.
Yeah.
What's something that vendors say publicly but privately they don't believe?
Oh gosh, publicly, privately. Ooh, I don't. Maybe I should have thought about this.
No, it's okay. Like I said, I
like hard hitting journalism right now. What do we say? I know vendors talk a lot of trash, so
yeah.
Okay, I actually do have one.
Okay.
I will do whatever I have to do to make your day go off without a hitch.
Oh.
And then in the background, I'm going to be like,
during the pot,
do you understand what you actually just asked? And like the functionality of what you're requesting. That's probably, I would say, like, it's not so much like I'm not going to make it happen. It's more like, do you understand what you're asking for and what has to happen to make that happen?
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
So, yeah. I would say that's mine.
That is a good one, because I feel like a lot of people do like say like, oh, just do whatever. But then they're the same ones that like leave a dirty plate, not just in catering, but like,
like in general.
Yeah. Like if you're a vendor and like you see that there's like a dirty plate, like either tell somebody to clean up or pick it up. Like, or if there's like, I don't know, something that needs to get done, I feel like those are the first people to be like, that's not my job.
Yeah. And a lot of what I think I experienced too is like, we want A to like E of service, but also how cheap can we get that? And I'm like, I can understand wanting like the top level for what you're paying, because it's a large chunk of money. Like weddings are expensive, but maybe the expectations should either come down or the budget should come up.
Yes.
And that's just the hard truth of it. That I feel
Absolutely.
like the expectations are not matching the amount that people expect to pay.
And I feel like it's because there's not like a resource in Idaho specifically
Yeah.
that there's like a huge disconnect between what brides are expecting versus what vendors are giving, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So like,
Or I would maybe not giving so much as I can provide.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. Because I know for us, like our philosophy is like it should be as worry-free as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Like you as the bride on your day shouldn't even have to talk to your caterer. Like things should be so organized that you show up, you enjoy your day, you get to eat food that you really like and that you chose.
Yeah.
And like we do everything in our power to make that happen. But I don't think there's always there's not enough things happening in the background to make that happen for them. And I don't think it's any vendor's fault. It's like, you know,
Okay, so
some people just go into a blind and they're like, I got this. And I'm like, there's checklists for a reason.
Yes.
And it's fine.
Yes. Well, and then I feel like this is another like pot-stirring question, but what's the true difference, like in your opinion, between just being an expensive vendor versus being an actual luxury vendor? Because I feel like luxury is thrown around like nobody's business.
Yeah. I mean, I think the difference is like the experience that someone has. And then I guess that's kind of hard because I wouldn't call us a luxury vendor. I would say that, sorry, pause. Would you say luxury versus what?
Expensive.
Expensive. Oh, okay.
Because I feel like,
But I don't feel like we're expensive either. I guess personally, I would say that being able to pay for catering and the amount that people pay for it is a luxury in itself.
Yeah.
Because not everybody can do that.
Yeah.
And so then just being able to like provide that service for someone,
Mm-hmm.
like that is luxury in itself. And then you're talking about, is it expensive versus is it luxury, which is the other side of that. It's like, I don't think what we're doing is expensive because I'm like, you want to feed 250 people for less than $3,000. I don't see that happening for you.
Yeah.
Not if you're going to get like a good quality meal and experience.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess you kind of have to decide like, is the luxury that you get to just like feed all your guests and you don't have to worry about it? And is that expensive to you? I don't know.
Well,
I guess it doesn't really answer the question, but it's kind of hard to like nail down what that actually means.
Yeah. Well, and I think that I had it and it's gone.
It's okay.
Okay. It was something going off in that and I felt like it was a good point. Oh, the experience.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're gonna cheap out on the guest experience, that's what they're gonna remember more than like the rest of the details of your day.
Mm-hmm.
Like if the food is poop, like that's probably gonna be the number one thing that they talk about.
Yes. I say all the time that like pay a little bit more and get something that not only you, but all your guests are going to enjoy versus, I don't know, I've been to some weddings and I've had some food that I was like, how much did you pay for this?
Yeah.
And I know that you probably paid like top dollar for this dry ass chicken and these underseasoned green beans. Okay. I know what you paid for it.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Should have had Big Daddy. I've been to a couple. It's unfortunate because I have quoted some stuff and they're like, oh, we found it for a cheaper vendor. And I'm like, okay.
You get what you pay for.
You get what you pay for. And I genuinely hope that it goes off the way you want it to.
Yeah.
Because
do you do like wedding tastings?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we offer like an $85 catering sample platter. It could feed up to 4 to 5 people. But you get to try all of our meats, all of our sides, and you just sit down and you eat. And the process is literally like we go over details, we talk about the day, you eat, and then I'm like, okay, now what do you want to eat on the day? And I would say something, maybe there's a question in there that it'll get touched on, but you should be choosing what you want to eat because that's what's important.
Yeah.
Like day of, like your guests are great. And if they have dietary restrictions, like luckily majority of what we do is gluten-free. So like we can hit that one really easily. But if you're out here trying to like please your Aunt Becky, and I can say Aunt Becky because I have an Aunt Becky. If you're trying to like please her dietary restrictions, it's not her day.
Right.
Homegirl can stop and get some food on her way or on her way out. Like I feel like that's the biggest thing is I see a lot of is people trying to like make sure that everyone has something. And I'm like, if all they can eat is salad and a roll because of their own dietary restrictions, like that's not on you.
Right.
That's not on you to like account for.
Right.
So,
well, and then it's like a whole, like, it adds to the experience. Somebody said to me once, and I've like think about it often now, but there's like a dopamine release when you're eating like the food that you really enjoy.
mm-hmm.
And it's like, that's probably why
Oh,
people
yeah.
get addicted to it.
Yeah.
Like, but it's like, the comment that they made was so weird that's probably why it stuck out. They said like, oh, I missed the stage where, that became like a dopamine release. I don't know, but it was like a weird comment. Now I think about it and I'm like, food is such an experience
Yeah.
that like it can make or break part of your day, because
Absolutely.
like you're either looking forward to it and that's the dopamine, or like you're eating it and it's so delicious that that's the dopamine. It's
Yeah.
like, I don't think people truly think about like how important the little things like food is.
Yeah.
Because,
Well, I mean, you think like you look forward to eating something,
Yeah.
like when you're craving something,
Mhm.
and then it's like you have your wedding day and you want it to be perfect and it's amazing and all these people are here and you're all celebrating, and then you eat something that's like, okay,
Yeah. Because you don't get to
cool.
eat during the day for the most part.
No,
So
yeah.
like that's probably the one thing that you're looking more like, for me, that would be the one thing that I look most
Yes.
forward to.
And that's what we prioritize too. I'm like, you guys are going to eat. Whether that means we make you a plate and we set it aside, or we make sure you guys eat. Like we've done like making plates and having the bride and groom eat before they even come and do their like entrance.
Yeah.
Or we'll make the plate and set it at their table and then I hope they sit down and eat it. But or we make plates and I set it aside so they can eat it later.
Mm.
That is like, so I'm like, get what you want.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to make sure you're fed.
Yeah.
That is number one.
Yes. I love that. Also, I am like drooling. I'm like thinking about food and I'm like, this is not good. Because I don't know if I've had I've had one caterer on, and I think it was the same thing. I was just thinking about food and I'm just like, anyways,
So sorry. I'll bring snacks next time.
You're good. No, I'm not gonna lie. Are you guys open today?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm coming by right after this because I'm like thinking about like a pulled pork sandwich specifically.
Yeah, please do. Oh man.
Okay. Well, I'll see you in a little bit. What's a misconception brides have about catering that costs them time, money, or results?
That they think they can do it themselves for cheaper.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Yeah.
Like and it all comes down to budget, right? Like you're like, I have $1,500 to spend, and that's fine. That's physical money. I would never be like, go into debt for your catering. But if you think you're going to spend less in time and money and preparation doing it yourself, you're not.
Yeah.
You just won't. You're going to spend more. And then you're going to spend more time stressing. And then also like the cooking of it. And then someone else on your big day is not going to be able to enjoy themselves because they're going to be the ones worrying about it so that you don't have to. So that's probably my number one thing is like, you're not going to get it cheaper.
Yeah.
Just going to the store and doing it yourself.
Well, and then like, even if you do get it cheaper, like at what cost?
Yeah. At what cost? Or it's like for our full service, you get everything. I mean, we bring tables, linens, chafers, hot boxes. Like the only thing we asked someone to provide is a trash can. So like you get everything. And so even if maybe there's a budget, like we'll do a bulk delivery, which for us is like, we'll still bring it out, we'll set it out, but it's on you at that point to like flip pans and like watch your chafers and keep an eye on it and like man the station. And that is a doable option depending on what your day looks like and how much help you have, but you're going to spend more in the long run.
Yeah.
Trying to make it work.
Well, because then like your portions aren't controlled and then somebody doesn't get to eat.
Yeah. Well, then it's like if you're feeding 100 people, you're at minimum going to have anywhere between 8 to 10 pans. It's like, where are those extra pans going?
Yeah.
That's my number one question. I was like, you can do it by yourself. Like, that's fine. But where are you going to store this extra hot food?
And
they're like, oh. And I'm like, well, I was like, well, you can rent a hot box from us, or like if you have a giant cooler, like I'm all about the most cost-effective way to get your day done. But if it doesn't make sense, just spend the extra $400 and make it like seamless for yourself.
Yeah.
So
I love it. What's a behavior from couples that's an instant green flag that the wedding will go smoothly?
Oh, I think it's more like there's a vibe. There's a vibe you get sometimes. Like
That's my vibe.
your vibe is great.
Good.
But I think like in general, there's just a vibe sometimes where it's like maybe they weren't working together as much as they should have, or like one of them clearly planned the wedding and the other one is like, I'm here. And it goes both ways.
Yeah.
I've seen men and women both ways be way more into it than the other one. So I think that's part of it. I love when they come in for samplers. Like that's my favorite time, is because you really get to know the couple by themselves outside of like everyone else. And I've met some couples that I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if you even like the fact that you're sitting here right now. And then they end up booking. And I'm like, okay, maybe it's just me.
Yeah.
Maybe I was off. I don't know. And then I've had couples that you like, you hit it off with and it's amazing. And then you just like never hear from them again. And I'm like, okay, that's fine.
So
My feelings are
awkward.
only kind of hurt.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Well, and at that point, like, I want an explanation.
Yeah. Like my big thing is like, I'm always looking for feedback too. So like, even if we do a quote and someone's like, sorry, with another option, I'm like, okay, but who?
Yeah. And
Like,
why?
what are they charging? And like, can I know why?
Yeah.
Like, I want to know what made you decide to go to someone else. And sometimes people reply, sometimes they don't. So,
Well, and it's like, if it's in the experience, like they need to know, like, so okay, I feel like vendors who want to know are truly trying to get, like, make themselves better.
yeah,
And how else do you get better unless you get feedback?
exactly. Yeah. Like if you're not booking a ton and you're like, I'm doing all the right things, my prices are competitive, I'm offering all of the same things, and you're not getting booked, like at some point you're going to take it personal.
Yeah.
Even if it might not have anything to do with you. So
Probably does.
Probably. There might be probably a big chunk. They just don't vibe with you. And then that's, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's kind of scary. That's a scary place to be in. So we have a very high book rate, thank God. Fingers crossed it keeps up. Knock on some wood.
Yes. Okay. What's a red flag?
Oh.
Yeah.
When the whole family is involved, that gets a little intense. I've had some meetings where the whole both parent groups are there, and then there's like friend group people, and then everybody's got an opinion, and then the bride and the groom are just sitting there like, I actually really liked the brisket, and they're like, I don't know, and they like talk over, and I'm like, okay. I think we actually had one that I got done with the meeting and I was like, I would not be mad if they decided to go somewhere else. And it wasn't that they weren't nice people, but it's like every time they had a question, I was like, that we just don't do that. Like that's not what we provide. And so I felt like I was like constantly disappointing them throughout the entire meeting. And then at the end of it, I was like, maybe it's just better off if you guys just like chose someone that could suit your needs. And then they were like, you know what? No, we want to pay the deposit. We're going to book you right now. And I was like, okay. I was like, thank you so much. But also, who am I going to be dealing with moving forward? And can it be one of you? And so there's that hard part too, because you're like grateful that they chose you. But I knew the whole experience was not going to be enjoyable.
How did the wedding go?
I think it went okay.
Okay.
It was a lot. There was a lot of emails. I think for that one client, we had somewhere upwards of like 45 emails in like a 6-month span. It was crazy.
Like excessive email fee.
You've reached your 10 email cap. But that's probably the hardest part is when it's just, it's not going to be seamless. Like it's not going to be an easy way.
And they're never going to be happy.
No. There's going to be something that is going to like set them off. And that sucks too, because then you're just like working 10 times harder to like make it perfect, even though it's just never going to happen.
Yes.
So.
Yes. What's the real reason couples micromanage vendors?
One, they've been doing it a really long time. Like one of them has experience doing something in that, like if you're a wedding planner, planning your own wedding, like you're going to micromanage. I think the other side of it is I feel like there's a lot of outside pressure. I don't feel like it's very often, and I could be wrong, but I don't feel like it's very often like just the bride and the groom.
Oh yeah.
Like if they're the ones constantly like reaching out and doing things, one, you're either not doing your job as the vendor to communicate and like effectively portray what they can expect. So there is that side. The other side is they're getting constant bombardment of
Mhm.
what is this? What is that? What is this? And then those people probably aren't using the tools they've been given.
Yeah.
So then
Or
they're
they
like,
weren't there for the meeting or
yes. So they just
whatever
want all the details, all the things, but they
Mhm.
like can't.
And I think part of that comes from like a sense of like wanting to protect the couple. Like for example, like if it's a mom or like
Yeah.
aunt or something like that, they're like, I don't want you to get screwed over because maybe I got screwed over.
Yeah.
But
Or
also
like my cousin's friend's sister
yeah.
vendor didn't show up. Like
Mhm.
I think there's all these horror stories, right? So
Yeah.
I don't think it's ever, I don't take it personal.
Yeah.
There are, I don't know. I don't think I've ever had a bride that was like so intense that I was like, is this a me problem? It was more just like, you got your shit together.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Good for you. I was gonna email you in 2 weeks, but you are ahead of the game. Love it.
Sometimes that happens and I'm like, oh, like I feel like I failed, but like you're just like ahead of my normal time.
Yeah,
Like,
you're just like on top of it.
yeah.
So that part's nice.
Yeah. Okay, do you have any crazy wedding stories?
Crazy wedding stories. We've been completely rained out before,
Oh wow.
which I mean, I don't know that that's super crazy.
Yeah.
It's
It's unfortunate.
Yeah, it was so, I felt so bad for this bride and groom. She was like crying inside, and it's like not just like a sprinkle. It was like downpour. So they had to rearrange everything, and we had just gotten there to like set up all of our stuff. And there's like puddles on the ground, and I felt terrible for them. I think it still ended up being an okay day because they like had umbrellas, but that was rough. That part's always hard to see because it's like there's nothing I can do or we can do in that moment outside of just like, unfortunately, add pressure because then we're like, where are we gonna go with like our hot food? Where did you want to put us?
Yeah.
In the rain?
Yeah.
I think the other horror story for us is we went to a venue, and I think it was out in Emmett, and it's like you're up on a hill. And we had this crazy wind. Like there's nothing we could have done to anticipate it. And it like
Idaho
blew out all of our chafers. And so the food ended up being cold.
Oh.
It was the worst. Because then you're like, as the vendor, you're like, I know I'm serving you cold food and there's nothing I can do about it. And they wouldn't move us. Like we asked if we could be moved. And they're like, this is the only spot we have for you. And I'm like, okay, well. I guess it wasn't me. It was one of my team being like, what do I do? She's like, the food's cold. I was like, do you have any more sternos? Like, what can we do to fix this? She's like, I have one. I have one under each thing that I'm like holding the flame. So those situations are always hard.
Yeah.
Because you're like, and it's going to be the caterer's fault. It's going to be the vendor's fault no matter what. So you just have to eat it, even if it's not your fault. But those ones are hard because you're just like, I know this was not great for you. I know you're upset. But nothing I can do.
Yeah.
Aside to just get through it.
Yep. Okay, this one's a little bit juicy, not too bad.
Okay.
What's a boundary you now enforce because of one specific couple?
Boundary we now enforce.
No 45 emails. Just kidding.
I think for us, like we set pretty clear boundaries in the beginning. Something for us is like what we get asked for a lot is like, will you clear tables? And so what they think that part of our fees is involving like someone going out and like cleaning up, but that's not really what you're paying for. Like you're paying for us to man the station and to like keep our stuff contained. And we've had a couple times where like we get there and they'll add stuff on or they'll like ask for things. And then we just have to be like, that wasn't in your contract. And that part sucks too because I want to like please them. Yeah. But I'm also like, I can't pull someone to go clean your plates if you want people to get served quickly. I would say the other thing that we enforce is any food that is on the table that isn't provided by us has to be labeled and marked as so that it's not from us, for one, and two, it won't be in our buffet setup. Because we had a nacho bar one year. God, I hope don't come for me. We had a nacho bar one year, and it was an amazing idea, and they did like this whole cheese fountain. Yeah. They brought one bag of chips for 100 people.
I could eat a bag of chips by myself.
Yeah, it was like one full bag of tortilla chips. And then like the cheese kept getting cold because like the machine didn't work right. And I was like, yeah, like we'll man it. Like it's not a big deal. And then we're manning it. And then we're like out of stuff. And everyone's like, oh, you guys didn't bring enough product. And I'm like, it wasn't provided by us.
Yeah.
So I can only do so much.
Yeah.
So now that's like probably our clear boundary. It's like, if you're going to have other food, it has to be somewhere else.
Yeah.
And we will not touch it. Like,
yeah, because then
it's
it looks
not
bad
our responsibility. Yeah.
Yeah.
That part's hard.
Yeah.
So they're like, can we just like add a salad? I'm like, no. At the end of the table, sure. And I'm going to put provided by client if that's fine with you.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Because like the guests don't know.
They don't know.
Yeah. They're like, see food, see you. They're like, oh,
Yeah.
connected.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Kind of getting into the business side of things.
Yeah.
What do you believe vendors are afraid to say out loud about pricing?
What am I afraid to say out loud about pricing?
It doesn't have to be you specifically. It can be
okay, in
just vendors
general.
In general.
I don't know. That was a little too stir the potty.
Ooh, I love those.
I think vendors are afraid to talk about what their actual process is and what you're actually paying for. Because I think, like, I have a photographer friend who's incredible, and she charges a premium. And you know that when you work with her, you are getting an experience and a like luxury. You are getting something incredible. And then you'll have someone right next to them who's charging the same thing, and you don't get that. And so I think a lot of vendors just like set a price sometimes because they think that's what they can get, and they don't want to talk about, or you're not going to experience what's worth that amount, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
I think there's a I'm a girl boss or whatever boss. I'm gonna kill it and I'm gonna charge this and I'm worth it. I've been doing this for a year. And I'm like, I don't know. That was a little bold, but okay. If that's your choice.
Go for it.
Because I'm over here like, are they gonna pay that for a 2-meat combo? I'm like, is that too expensive? Are we gonna get bookings? And people are out here like $5,000 for pictures. And I'm like, oh, you better include a book and a digital copy and a videographer.
Yeah.
Just saying. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, is $1,650 too much?
Girl,
So-
I feel that.
Really, yeah. It hits hard sometimes. I'm like, y'all real bold out here with your pricing.
Right. Well, and then, like, I know that the magazine's new, but, like, I've been in business a year, and, like, the growth is, like...
Is it your magazine?
Yes.
That's incredible. Okay, I was wondering. I was like, did you, like, start the company? Are you working for the company?
No, yeah, I started
That's
it.
crazy.
And
Good for you.
Thank you. And it's just, like, it's exploding, which I'm so, so grateful. And, like, I'm terrified to raise my prices because I'm like, are they going to pay that? But then at the same time, I'm like, $4.50 for a half page is like really freaking good because I've been doing research and not just like other bridal magazines, but just other magazines in the Valley. They're charging like $1,000+ for a half page.
Yeah.
So I'm like, am I charging? And like, but I'm also like trying to stay humble. Like I know I'm still new, and so like I'm trying to keep that in mind. But I'm also like these people are making that in like a photo session or like part of a wedding. Like people can afford it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, am I undercharging? But I'm also like, I understand that I'm new. So like,
I'm like over here talking shit, and you're like, me.
no, I know.
I think $4.50 is very reasonable for a new magazine.
Yes. But I'm like, are people gonna book? Like,
But it's true, yeah. Like you sit there, like especially like, with the market right now, it's going crazy, and like beef prices are so high. I pay so much for beef, our cost, and it's like at this point, like what else can I do other than just charge more? And then someone inevitably is going to be like, ugh, I have to pay an upcharge, and I'm like, yes, you do.
Talk to the government.
Like, I don't know what to tell you. Talk to my meat supplier. Why is he charging me that? Like, I don't know what to tell you. So,
and that's the same with printing costs. Like, I like pride myself in the magazine being a very like high quality, touch, feel, whatever, like the best materials. But again, like just like everything else, like pricing is up right now.
It's crazy.
And so, like,
well, then you also, I was talking to someone the other day. She owns her own like house cleaning business, and she was like, I don't understand how you can do it, but I'm over here feeling like I'm struggling. And I said, well, the difference here is that I have teams. Like I am at a point now with my business that like I have people that I can like put where they need to be, where it's like someone in your position, you are everything. You are content, you are the director, you are the bookkeeper, you are doing every single piece of it. So for you, or like what you're doing, or anyone that's like a photographer, I understand having to charge a premium because you're not just paying for the cost of the magazine, you're paying for the cost to yourself and the cost that it's going to like take away from your family. Like there's so much more that goes into it. So I wouldn't be scared. I'll just do what you got to do. But there is a difference. I guess it's my own little tangent.
Yeah.
Of like these smaller companies, I can understand the higher premium or like.
Well, and like I do want to increase prices because I do want to afford things like that. Like
Right.
I want a team.
Yeah.
Trust me, I want a team.
Well, the only way you can get bigger is by spending more. But then there's like that fine line between, am I spending more just to like get more, or am I spending more for the ultimate goal? And that's just, that's hard.
It's all gonna work out. Like it's all.
I think what you're doing is awesome. Idaho it needs what you're providing. So I think it's great.
Thank you.
So, yeah.
I like it too because like my background is photography, and I never felt like there was a space for like vendors to be recognized.
Yeah.
So I was like, I am happy to do that and step away from photography and do this instead because it's more fulfilling to me. Like photos are nice and they're fulfilling to a point, but I also had my baby. And we're in the twos, so sitting down to edit for a couple hours at a time, absolutely not.
Yeah, I would love to tell you 3 gets better. It doesn't.
That's what I hear.
2, it's a breeze.
Oh God,
3 is rough. At least in my experience. I will say my first, that's what it was like. My second, he's a little bit easier in the 2s, and now he's, oh shit, how old is he? He's 3 and a half. They had them all very close together.
That's okay.
3 and a half, and his 3s are going much better, I would say.
Okay.
So maybe it's just because it's like firstborn and all that.
Yeah.
Or it was like our oldest was an only child for 3 years, and then we had our second. So it's like it was a whole lot of.
Yeah.
It's still rough. I'm not gonna lie. 3 is still really hard.
That's what everybody says. And I'm like, great. Like
The 3-nager.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
2s are like they're still cute.
Yeah.
Well, and they like don't quite understand what they're doing. 3s like they look at you and they're like, and you're like, okay.
Literally, that's why I shoved everything in there because I had the tree over here. He took all of the ornaments off today.
Oh, yeah.
And so then I was like, I'm going to move the tree over there just because I was also like trying to reconfigure this space because normally we have the couch here.
Yeah.
But I like this setup better. The whole thing. And so then I was like, shove everything in there, move the tree, clean up all the ornaments. And I was like, I'm going to be a little bit late.
I'm gonna be a little late. That's all right. I liked in your thing that you sent out, you're like, I'm probably going to be running behind. And I love that.
Yeah.
That's just like you're owning it.
Yes.
You know what? Time is an American concept, so that's fine.
And no matter like how hard I try, I can never be on time.
No, it's okay.
Especially with the 2-year-old. He's like, no, I don't want to.
Yeah. No, I don't blame you. I got 4, and there's mornings where I'm like, I've been up since 6 and I'm still late.
Yeah.
It's noon.
Yeah.
How did I not get here on time?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't blame you.
It happens.
It only gets harder
Worse.
with each one that you add.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. I love it. Okay. Back on the business side of things.
Yeah. Sorry.
No,
back to what we were doing.
I love tangents, so don't even. What did you have to unlearn in order to become profitable?
Ooh. I guess profitable. For me, I've had to learn like it's okay to say no. Because I'm a yes man, and I will just say we could do it all. Doesn't matter what it takes. Like we could just do everything.
Yeah.
And so like our first year of having to like really start telling people no, that was rough. That was hard. Because at the end of the day, like the more I say yes, if we can't do it, something's dropping. Like some ball is going to drop. And so I guess it doesn't really necessarily go straight to like, how do we become profitable? But it more goes to like, if we can't facilitate accurately, then we're not going to make money. So for me, it's like learning to say no and being okay with that.
Yeah.
And it's really hard.
Well, I feel like the more you say yes, the more people want from you. Because it doesn't just stop with the one yes.
No.
Ever.
No.
Yeah.
It always keeps going.
Yes.
So for us, it's like we book out days, and I've always been like, oh, well, we could do 4 in a day if we really want to, and it's like we're running a full scale catering operation out of a tiny location. So at some point we have to be like, no, sorry, we're booked, and that's rough.
Yeah.
People don't always respond well to that.
Well, that's why you have to book your vendors in advance. If you really want somebody, book them as soon as you can.
If you're like coming into wedding season, this is so funny because I'm planning a wedding in 6 months. So I'm like, I'm doing it to myself. But I was like, if you're coming into a wedding season, you're coming into like June, July, August, and you're just expecting your date to be open, that's a you problem.
Yeah.
That's not a vendor problem.
Yeah.
So.
No, I'm doing like an insights survey just because I don't feel like there's like a lot of information out there about the Idaho wedding industry that like, is like common knowledge.
Yeah.
Like I feel like everybody has opinions about it, but nobody knows what it really like is going on.
Yeah.
And so I'm getting it from brides and I'm getting it from vendors. And I feel like brides are like booking like 6 months out, but vendors are like, I'm booking like a year out. So like
I think it depends on the vendor too.
Yeah.
So like for us, depending on what you need, we could book like 3 to 6 because we just have the capacity for it. But like you're talking about a photographer where that's your one booking a day. So that's, I would say, I think it might depend on the vendor. I think Idaho in general though, it's about a year out.
Yeah.
Like we've gotten to the point now where like if you're not booking a year out, you're going to miss out on your thing.
And something else that's starting to become a theme, and I didn't really know about this, but there's actually a lot of like destination weddings in Idaho. Like people will come here, get married, and go home because it's cheaper to get married here and have a nice luxury event than it is to do in their home state.
Yeah.
Like California, New York, Texas. Texas maybe not so much, but I've actually been like really surprised on some of the places I've mailed the magazine. I'm like,
oh. Yeah.
Okay, like East Coast specifically, I'm like,
I mean, that makes so much sense though.
Yes.
It's so crazy expensive over there.
Well, it's crazy expensive, and then too, like we have a different landscape, so like it is like a destination.
Yeah.
So I know.
That's wild.
I know. I have okay, so I have this like map, and I want to color in every time I get.
Yes, that'd be fun.
I think it would be. I just need to sit down and do it on top of all the other things.
On top of all the, just add it to your to-do list. I'm sure that thing is not like miles long.
Yeah.
If it's anything like mine, it's multiple pages.
Yes. Yes.
And you've got like little sticky notes for like immediate. And then I've got like, I call it my one sheet. And I've got it just to the tape to the front of my little notebook. And it's like, here's the things I'd like to work on when I have a minute. And it's like your long-term projects. And then I have like 9,000 little sticky notes that are like, here's my day-to-day shit that didn't get done that I have to move to the next one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or like you sit down to do something and then like you're working on it and you're like, oh, I remember I have to do this. And you're like, oh, but then I have to do this.
And I also have to do this.
Yes. And then like, it's like you're over here and like, this is the thing you sat down to do and you didn't do it. That was me yesterday.
I've done that
all the time.
It's like the other day I had literally 4 different projects going at the same time, and I would like get talked to, and I was like, okay, I need to finish this one project. And I was like, oh wait, but I was in the middle of this project. Yes. And I was like, end of the day, I was like, I think I got one done.
Yeah.
One.
Yeah.
So love that for me.
Yeah.
I feel it.
It's great. Really not crying inside.
Yeah. Yeah. I had like 160 emails because we went through our like second location opening and we lost a manager. And so I had to take on that role. And I was just like, I can't do my emails. And it's like, you don't think about it until you're like, oh, I'm 160 emails deep.
Yep.
Okay. That's fine. So that's what I did before I came here. I spent 2.5 hours going through emails. So
I feel that.
I would have rather done anything else.
Yes.
Because
okay. Like sometimes it's just like literally like, thank you.
Yeah. Well, for me, I wish it was like replying to people. For me, it's like reports, receipts, categorizing where they're supposed to go. And like, so our books match. And I was just like, DoorDash. It's like DoorDash breakdowns. Because for some reason, I think I need to save every single one of them. Because I'm like, what if I need to like track this down? Yes. And it'll happen the one time I don't. And so I have to like put the DoorDashes where they go. And yeah, it's all like the administrative stuff that it's just not fun.
What I did on that was like in Gmail specifically, you can set filters. So I would just set filters so like it contains DoorDash, it would go to DoorDash folder.
Oh, yeah.
Just automatically.
I have been thinking about doing that because I do everything like kind of old school right now. And I'm like, I can't keep doing this.
Yes.
Right now it's like I have folders on like my Dropbox. And I'm like, I'm just literally, this information exists. It can just exist in one place.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to exist in 4 places.
Yeah.
So that's the new transition after going through my emails today. I was like, we're going to figure this out.
Yeah.
And I like that. I was like, I literally said today, I was like, I think I'm just going to push them all into an email or like a folder.
Yeah.
And we'll be fine.
Yeah.
And then they'll all be where I need them to be. So good.
I think you should.
Thanks.
I like automations. I will say I'm still learning them because I just had an email go out to literally everybody. And it's like, I'm just following up. People are like, what are you following up on? I'm like, that's a great question. Because like I have myself in as a test and I got the email and then I was like, why did I get that email? And then I started getting like everybody else's response.
Oh,
and I'm like, I wasn't even working on my computer. How did this go out right now?
Yeah.
Like, and what is it even related to?
Oh no.
And so people are like, what are you following up on? I'm like, that's a great question.
Just how you doing?
Yeah.
How you doing today?
Yeah. Somebody was like, I looked through my whole portal and I don't see anything. And I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know. It's an automation and I don't know how I did it.
I don't know how I set it up.
Yeah.
No, I feel that.
Yeah. So, and some people got 2 and I'm like,
oh, my bad. It's all right. You're just staying top of mind. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Pay attention to me. Pay attention to me.
I'm here. I'm here.
Some people are like, I get so many emails from you. I'm like, I'm sorry.
But you know my name.
Yeah, true.
But you know who I am.
Okay, I love that.
Yeah.
That's my new mindset.
Yeah. I mean, there's like a level, right? But
I feel like I need a girlfriend sometimes. I'm like, hey.
Like, hi.
But also, like, I just want it, like, I feel like it's so much better to over-communicate than under-communicate.
I agree.
And so sometimes I am that squeaky wheel.
And squeaky wheel gets the grease.
Yes.
So I say go for it.
You know my name.
I was like, but you know my name? So we're good.
I'm going to use that. That makes you feel so much better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you think Domino's cares about how many things they send out?
Oh my
No.
gosh.
Do you think Pizza Hut's worried about their text messages? No.
I was thinking about that because I sometimes get, or so not sometimes, I get my husband's emails to my thing because he's not very organized and I like making sure that like I see
Things
the
are good.
important things
Yeah.
because he'll just skip over things, especially for school.
Oh, nice.
And I'm like, I just want to make sure like he's not missing anything. Like I hate to be his mom, but like also like I understand he's going to school, he's working, like
Yeah.
he's got things going on that like if I can be like a little bit of a backup, like I want to.
Yeah.
And he gets emails from like certain things like multiple times a day, like Badlands. I'm like, good Lord, if I see another Badlands email, I might.
Yeah. You think they're worried about if
No.
you're annoyed? No. They don't care at all.
No.
No. They're like, let's do it.
But I remember their name.
We've gotten in.
Yes. Yeah.
And you know who they are now.
Exactly. And you know how many
Yeah.
times I've unsubscribed? I think my husband like goes in and
He's like resubscribing?
Yes.
Or I guess like Badlands, is it a video game?
No, it's camo.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I mean, it might be a video game, but like this one specifically is camo.
Yeah. That's so funny.
Yeah.
It's probably like every time he's like getting 10% code or something, he's like checking the website.
Yes.
He's like, yeah, I'll get 10%. And I'm like, gotcha.
Hi.
Welcome back. That'd be so funny if they sent something or like, yeah, and here you are again, back.
Yes.
That's so funny.
I swear to God, that's probably what he does. Because I went through and I
Yeah.
like every email thread that he was getting at and subscribed from everybody.
Yeah.
And
They're
all
still
back.
there.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
so
like,
funny.
I swear to God.
You should ask him. Be like, how many coupon codes?
How many have you actually gotten?
Yeah, right. Are you actually using them?
Yeah, because my mental sanity, if I get another freaking Badlands
About to
email.
delete your email.
I know, I'm like, should we just make a spam email for you so
That's
we're
my
not missing
Yahoo.
the important things?
That's what my Yahoo turned into.
Yeah.
Just spam.
Yeah.
All this. I was like, I want to give you my email, but I don't
Mhm.
want to deal with you all the time. You can have my Yahoo.
Yeah.
It's so funny. The things we have to do. We shouldn't have to do that.
I know.
But-
Don't add me to your spam email.
Don't.
It's just
You're like
me.
categorized spam. Oh no.
for the beginning part, like all of my emails were going to spam. And I'm like, people are like, I never got that email. And I'm like, dude, I sent
So we use Toast, and then they have like a catering and events management side,
it. Okay.
and it sends 60% of our emails to spam or the junk folder.
Good.
And so we'll have people call, be like, we never got our quote. And I'm like, check your junk folder.
Mm-hmm.
Because it just recognizes that it's like a big brand.
Mm.
And so all the time I'm like, check your junk.
Yeah.
If you don't see it in like 25 minutes, call me back.
Yeah.
So
that makes sense because I use Flowdesk and it's just email marketing.
Yeah.
But I use it for like real communication because like I'm communicating with so many people.
Yeah.
And that it was just going to spam. So now I'm separating it out. So like vendors, I email from Honeybook directly. That way, like it's like in their thread too.
Yeah.
And then everybody else gets Flowdesk, and I'm like, are you even reading them?
Are you even getting my emails?
Pay attention to me.
I love it.
Again, needy girlfriend. Okay, what ended? And this one we kind of went over in a different way. So if you don't have an answer to it, it's okay. What industry advice needs to stop being repeated?
Ooh. I don't.
It's okay.
Skip.
Okay.
I don't necessarily know that I don't necessarily hear something all the time.
Well, and I think that I guess like what I think of when I ask that question is what we kind of talked about with the photographers raising their prices. Because everybody is like, charge what you're worth, do like your cost of doing business and charge what you're worth. And I feel like that's like so like beaten into photographers.
Yeah.
And that's like my background specifically, so that's what I'm thinking of. But I
think that's true. Yeah. Charge what you're worth.
Well, because then like the newbie coming in wants to charge what they're worth is the same level of the professional that we were talking about earlier, and it's like
that is kind of the hard part. I think there's a lot of like, if you're putting in the work to be worth that amount of money, you're like doing the seminars, you're taking the classes, you're like doing, I don't know, like as a photographer, I'm sure there's like, I don't know, there's like classes you can take to like learn your camera better and like editing better. Like if you're doing all those things, then charge what you're worth. But if you're just like, I have a Canon and I don't know how to use, that's me. I don't know how to use it. My man knows how to use it. He bought a camera and he's actually really good at it. And I was like, dang it. Hey. Like, good for you. Yeah. He's like, I could take all of our family pictures. I'm like, okay. Calm down. It's like, we're going to hire a professional who like does this.
Yes.
But
so I will say like that's a hill. Okay, the next question is, what's a hill you'll die on about weddings? That's a hill I will die on, is hire a professional, especially when it comes to photography, because the amount of times I've tried to take our own family photos and like, yes, like I've done it professionally, you don't get the same angles.
No. And it's not the same experience.
Yeah.
Like, you can't be the family enjoying it and also be the one that's like instructing it at the same time. And
then it's just on a tripod and you're like, and I
hopefully this is good. Hopefully we all look nice.
Yeah, hopefully we're in frame, like all the things. But I like the art side of it, where like you get the emotions, you get the details, you get the candids.
Yeah.
And you can't do that when it's just sitting on a tripod.
No.
And it doesn't feel authentic specifically.
Yeah. Well, it feels like it was staged.
Yes.
You feel like you set up a tripod. So I would say that. I'd love that hill. Die on that hill.
Yeah.
Because hire the professional.
Yes. In any
just
aspect.
Let them do it. Yeah.
Just
let them do it.
Yes. What's one boundary every vendor needs?
Ooh. I think just like, kind of like what I was saying earlier about being able to say no, but also just like really understanding what you provide and like what is your capacity.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't feel like that's the same for everybody, but I think just understanding what you can actually give.
Yeah.
And then setting a boundary at that point of being like, no, I can't also do your hair and your makeup and be your photographer. And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because something's going to be missed.
I just have a couple more of these questions and then the lightning round and then.
Okay. Go forth.
Let's see. What's one confession about this industry you've never said publicly?
One confession about the industry. I was actually just thinking about this earlier. I don't know if it's a confession so much as like, I want you to buy my food. I want you to buy our food and I want you to have Big Daddy's. But for my wedding, I'm having like fucking mini wiener wraps. I want pizza and donuts and
Do it.
like a junk food buffet.
Yes.
And I just think that'd be so fun. I don't know. That's probably like my one thing that I'm like, I don't think everyone talks about. Like, would you book yourself?
Mm.
And I would book myself, hands down. But also, I want a bunch of appetizers. So,
Yeah.
guess I'm having smoked meatballs. That's what I'm going to do.
Yummy.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm starving. Okay. What's your one rule for surviving wedding days? Or this is like a two-ish part question. What's your go-to ritual before wedding days?
Oh, goodness. Okay. So, for us, like as a catering company, I've got lists upon lists that I've created because I have fucked up enough times.
Oh, yeah.
That like I build in oh shit time. And then I have like I'll hire like a new manager or something and they're like, "Oh, like we don't need to get there." And I was like, "Okay, that's fine." I'm like, "Did you check your list?"
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, "Yeah, everything's in there." And I'm like, "But did you actually like check your list?"
Mm-hmm.
So that's probably my thing. Like my ritual is like before I leave, if I'm going on like a full service catering, we're going through the list item by item. We're making sure it's all there. And then in the car on the way there, I'm like, here's the game plan.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to get there. We're going to set up. We're going to find our point of contact. We're going to do all these things. And then we're going to go through the list again when we get there so that if we did forget something, it's within our oh shit time.
Mm-hmm.
Not, hey, we're about to serve in 5 minutes and we forgot barbecue sauce. Yeah. It's always, I shouldn't be an I told you so person, but I totally am.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't have to say it.
Yeah.
Because I did say,
Yeah.
double check your shit. Check your list. And they're like,
Check it
I'm
twice.
good. And I'm like, but here I am running your barbecue sauce 5 minutes before you're set to start. So,
Oops.
yeah. Oopsies.
No biggie. Okay. Lightning round.
Okay.
This or that, no explanations.
Okay.
Ceremony or reception?
Reception.
First look or no first look?
First look.
Indoor or outdoor?
Indoor, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Buffet or plated?
Buffet.
Band or DJ?
DJ.
Champagne tower or sparkler exit?
Sparkler exit.
Biggest wedding day ick in one word or one sentence?
Wedding day ick.
Mm-hmm.
Taking pictures right after your ceremony before everyone eats. That's my ick. And it's so classic. Like, that's what you do, right? But then it's like,
your guests are hungry.
Your guests are hungry and you're losing half your guest count because you're off taking picture, which I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like,
well, and it's
especially if there's nothing planned, like there's no cocktail hour, there's no appetizers, and they're like, we have about 2 hours between ceremony and food. And I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. You're going to lose half your guest count.
Mm-hmm.
Or they're going to be so wasted.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and I think that, like, most of the time, at least during the summer, that's not even, like, prime lighting.
Mm-mm.
So it's like, well, I think it would just be better if we just rearrange the schedule and it goes food, then you can actually eat, and then while your guests are eating, go sneak off and do pictures.
Yes.
And then come back and party.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rewrite. Fix that. Okay, what should couples splurge on first?
Ooh.
Don't say catering. I'm just kidding.
No. I mean, that's hard. I would say your photography or your catering. That's what I would personally splurge on.
Okay, what should they cut without hesitation?
I don't know. That's a hard one. Without hesitation, like don't even think about it. Roll plates. I want to circle back to that one.
Yes.
Where you don't need roll plates.
Yes. Okay. And one sentence of real advice every couple needs to hear.
Your wedding is for you, even if someone else is paying for it. They're doing it for you. So do what makes you guys happy and what you're gonna like look back on and want to remember. Yeah. So
okay. Thanks so much for confessing.
Yeah.
Do you have any shameless plugs? Anything upcoming exciting that you want to share?
Oh, geez. Just book Big Daddies.
I love it.
We're actively booking 2026.
Okay.
And 2027.
Okay.
So And we personally only take 4 full services a day because we have 2 locations now. So
Okay.
come see us.
Awesome.
Boise, Meridian.
Where can
Come
they
hang
find
out.
you online?
Ooh, Big Days Barbecue Idaho on Instagram, and I think it's Big Days Barbecue Idaho on Facebook. Pretty sure it's Big Days Barbecue ID, Facebook and Instagram.
Okay.
You can find us there. If you
Website?
do that, please go to boisebbq.com, sign up for our email list, and
Pay attention to me.
I was like, please. I actually don't spam like a lot. I actually I don't send enough that I don't send enough. Like there might be someone on the other spectrum where it's like once a week and I'm like, once a quarter. I'm like, maybe I should send out an email about that.
Yeah.
So, but no, do subscribe to that. We send out like deals and discounts and stuff like that through text message and email. So,
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.